I am Jason Abraham, the Shadow Teacher, 33. Bright sun shining behind me today. And that's going to be the topic of today's video, is solar consciousness. And a theme in the work, as Gurdjieff refers to the work, the path of the fourth way. One of the aims in human consciousness, when man is waking from the sleeping state to being awakened and to rising to one's highest potential, one of the aims is to rise to the consciousness of the sun. Solar consciousness is portrayed as the highest consciousness, the light which feeds life on planet Earth. And this is a theme not just in the work of Gurdjieff, this is a theme in ancient religion. It is a theme that mystical sects of conventional religions acknowledge. And I can say, I remember the first time I sun gazed. A good friend of mine was teaching a kickboxing class, and I was helping out with that class. And after the class, we had a beautiful sunset. It was a spring day, and he said, we're just going to stare at the sun. We're going to sun gaze. And a beautiful pink sunset. And he said, just look at the sun. Don't take your eyes off of it. Just keep your attention there. And I remember just this profound relaxation that came over me that first time sun gazing. I remember a profound shift in my consciousness that lasted to the next day. So relaxed, just a very open shift in my awareness. And a mentor of mine stated that the greatest yogic practice that he was aware of is this practice of sun yoga, practice of a system of Caucasian yoga, is this actual system. Count Stefan Walisky is the one who brought it to the West, but it's a system I mentioned before that involves holding certain postures, visualizing colors, visualizing energy in the body, breathing in a specific time and rhythm, and holding one's attention to the sun. It's a practice I still participate in today. And I remember I was able to stare at either sunrise or sunset for just about a year, every day, at a place where I could see the sunrise or the sunset. And I didn't miss a day. On the days that we had storms or rain, I still did the practice. I looked towards the sun, as the practice indicates. And a few months into that practice was when I saw visitors from the sky. Saw interdimensional or extraterrestrial beings show up at the beach, and I had contact. Profound shifts in consciousness. And is that related to that practice? Can't say for sure, but I think it is. Either way, after a whole year of that, just the shift in my being of building that relationship with the sun, building that connection and awareness with the true light, allowing the true light to penetrate my being, to nourish my being. And we're in a world today where many people are addicted to false light. People are on their phones all the time, on their computers all the time. Some people still watch television. So all these screens that emanate false light. People are indoors a lot with false light. And most people are desensitized to the wisdom and the energy that comes from our sun, the star of our system. But when you start these practices, just simply looking at a sunset, forget about taking a picture of the sunset. Get off your fucking phone. Just going and watching that sunset and being with it, breathing. It's magic. I mean, that is why so many people like to take the pictures of the sunset, because it's so beautiful. There's something just so sublime and transcendent from that experience. Even if you're not someone who's into the quest for human potential like I am into, if you just simply be with that sunset, something magic happens. There's something profound, that profound shift in awareness, how one feels. You can have the shittiest day, most miserable day, and you go and you look at the sun, you watch the sunset, and you feel better. So, rising to solar consciousness. This is one of the great aims. Reunion with solar consciousness. Reconciliation with solar consciousness. Part of the work, the great work of the fourth way. With that being said, I'm going to end this transmission. Be strong, be well, my friends, and I'll see you on the other side.